Hey guys, welcome to our second in the August seminar on routine. So first of all, we just got back from the lake and I didn't take any makeup or hair dryer. So that's what all this is. Yes, keeping it real. But besides that, let's talk about, we talked 2 weeks ago about routine in terms of meal planning. So today we want to talk about routine in terms of fitness. I'm just going to make sure I've got my computer here so I can make sure I'm seeing everyone. And yep, okay, perfect. So it looks like it's working. So there's a fly buzzing around and also my cat is going crazy. So there's a lot happening over here. But what I want to talk about tonight is just thinking about routine. Now, I would caution people. I know there are people out there. I am probably more of the tendency to go cold turkey or try to revamp my entire life in a single afternoon. But what I've found while working on my own fitness is the small focuses really do add up to big changes. So, that's why I kind of presented the meal plan thing. If you are struggling with the nutrition side of your fitness, if you're struggling with staying on track because when things get busy, you tend to go through the drive-through or buy something at work or, buy a lot of processed things for the kids, whatever your focus is, then maybe that's what you need to focus on in terms of routine. But if you feel like you've got the nutrition part down and you want to focus more on your workout and really getting the most bang for your buck in terms of workout, then maybe that's where you focus. My caution is we don't take the fact that school's starting in a week and it's like, oh, I'm just going to get everything perfect. I'm going to get, 7 dinners at home every week and I'm going to pack the lunches perfect every week and I'm going to get in all my workouts. Like that is where, by the second week of school, we're burned out. And we don't want that. We don't want that for our families. We don't want that for ourselves. So my goal is to have it so that we start as a group thinking about what is it that I need to focus on first. And when I get that down pat, then I can move on to the next thing. And that's how you're going to create habits that are lifestyle changes, not these crazy Pinterest looking for all kinds of craziness and just making yourself a wreck. So that's my caution. So tonight, we're going to solely focus on workouts. Now, I don't have as much to give you as I did in terms of the meal planning, and I was hoping that we would have more of a question and answer, but I did create a resource for you. And so just like right out of the gate, basic things. So if you are in this group, you're obviously into fitness. And so you might already have this all down pat. But here's what I do when I work with, maybe like my wellness clients one-on-one and creating like a workout schedule that works for them. The first couple of things that I just like people to think about. Most importantly, when you're planning your workout schedule is a rest day. And I don't mean like, oh, I normally run 10 miles, so my rest day will be 5. No, I mean like give your body a break, a legitimate break. Now, does that mean, so for me, I'm going to talk a lot about my own stuff too. For me, Sunday's always my rest day. I don't teach any classes. We go to church in the morning. I don't get up before church and do any exercising. Like that's my day to just focus on resting. Now, does my family stay active? Yes, we do. We don't always. If it's raining, do I make everybody do a workout video? No, it's Sunday. We rest, we watch movies. But if it's a gorgeous day, we might take our bikes out. But remember, my children are 5 and 7. A bike ride is 1 mile long at this pace, right? If we take a walk, we're walking with our 5-year-old. We're not out there running or pushing, like we're taking a rest. And the focus is on being together, not calories burned. So, soapbox, sorry. But I want you to have a rest day. Whatever day works for you. Sunday's the best day for me. It's a day I don't teach. It's just a great day to recover, and then by Monday, I'm ready to go again. If you have a different day of the week, that's fine. I think I see Christy on here. I think Christy's rest day is Wednesdays, maybe. I can't remember. But whatever day of the week works best for you. That's my first tip. Tip number 1. Tip number 2 is we want to make sure you have cardio and strength training. So we want to make sure that you're not doing so much cardio that we're not building muscles. And typically with women, that's more, I don't see, most women don't come to me and are doing a ton of weightlifting and no cardio. Most women come to me and are doing 6 days of cardio and no, oh, yep, Christy says Wednesday or Saturday. Yeah, that's cool. So Christy, going back to the rest day, she changes it up based on the week. Mine is always Sunday. It's kind of like set in stone for me, but you know, that's perfect. Maybe you change it up based on the week. But going back, most women are doing a ton of cardio and no strength training. So you want to make sure your day has a good mix of, or your week has a good mix of both. Strength training is super important for you. It's going to get you the results you want. Now, when you go to Amanda's barre class, those of you who take barre, you may not come out pouring sweat. I don't think you always do, like you do in a boot camp, but you are working muscles that you do not work in a boot camp. You are getting those tiny muscles. You're building, you're tearing down the muscle fibers. They're going to rebuild. You're going to get lean. You're going to get toned. You're going to increase your metabolism. So it may feel different. If you are a cardio junkie, I understand, and it's going to feel different. But walk out of those toning classes knowing that you are doing the best thing for your body, because that is what's going to get you that lean to tone look. That is what's going to give you functional fitness as you get older, and it's what's going to keep burning even while you're sitting. So if you are not strength training, that is what you're going to do for me today, is figure out where to put it in. If you are taking classes with us currently, this is a no-brainer because I have purposely built the schedule to make it so you have to. So if you look, let's take our early morning people. If you look at the early morning 5 a.m. classes, you'll notice that Monday, Wednesday, Friday are toning, PiYo tone, strength and tone, barre. Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday are cardio, kickboxing, boot camp, another kickboxing. Christy is a recovering cardio junkie, and you'll have to, Christy, tell, right in there, like what the difference is in terms of results that she got. I'll have to post her before and after pictures, but she was running. She'll have to tell you. I'd love for you, Christy, if you want to like show what your schedule was, workout schedule, before we started working together and what it was after. And the before and after pictures speak for themselves. It is so important. If you're a mommy and me morning person, you'll notice Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Monday and Wednesday are heavy cardio with kickboxing and boot camp. Tuesday, you have barre or tone, and Friday you have PiYo, which is a great mix of both. So that's, again, I've built the calendar for that. So it doesn't have to be an exact match, like 3 cardio, 3 strength training, but I want you to get them in, okay? So tip number 1, you find a rest day in your week. If it's the same one like me every week, that's fine. If it changes every week based on your schedule, that's fine. But we're not working out 7 days a week. Number 2, be sure your week has a mix of cardio and strength training. So that's very important. Number 3, alternate as best you can in between those 2 exercises. So if at all possible, if you're like following the schedule, you'll notice we do cardio, strength, cardio, strength. That way, when you tear those muscles down for strength training, they have time to rebuild before we tear them down again. That's not always possible. So for me right now, I'm training for the Army 10 miler, and Friday is the only day I don't teach classes. So that's the day I have to run my long runs. I'm not going to do that on top of another class. But Saturday is my kickboxing day. So I have 2 cardio days back to back, but you know what? Sunday's rest, so it works out. So it's not always going to be an exact perfect equation. It's going to change based on, your seasons and your schedule, but you make sure that's in there. Those are my 3 top tips. So rest day, strength training cardio, and alternating as best you can. What I'm going to give you today is a link. So I have here, I'm going to post this in a different post. It is a workout planner, and I'm just going to post it in the group, so you should be able to see it. Now what I'm going to do is take my phone and turn it around so you can see what it looks like. Okay, so this is what I just posted, and what you'll see is if you'd like to download this, and you can type on it, because for me, having a plan for my workout is just as important as having a plan for my meal plan. So just like we write out our monthly meal plan, here is a monthly workout goal. So you would type in here whatever your goal for the month is, whether it's finish training for the 10 miler or My goal is to get to 3 classes a week, okay? And then you're going to come down here for week 1 of the month. Actually, and I'll type that in because I put in 4 little places here. And you're going to type in what is your workout for the week. So if your workout was, you wanted to get in 3 workouts, you're going to go to bar, you're going to go to boot camp, and you're going to go to kickboxing. And then down here, I left you a box for just follow-up. Like, you know, I took 8-pound weights and I really need to take 5. Or, you know, kickboxing was really hard, but I could tell I was getting better. Whatever, you just kind of want to see so that next month when you're planning, you can assess the, oops, that says wheel. So what I wanted you to see was I gave you 4 so you could kind of follow for the month, and I didn't put that in there. So go ahead and download this so you can really get serious. And then the tips that I just shared with you, I put those in the bottom down here so you can kind of see those. Okay? Because I just think it's super important. Questions there. Questions at all. That's what I see as the biggest mistakes that people make. We're not taking a rest day. We're not adding in strength training. Now, before I kind of talk about what's coming up new, I wanted to just finish with a little bit of a soapbox in that when you're writing this workout calendar that I just showed you, I want you to be gentle with yourself. I want you to be realistic. So what I mean by that, what do you mean, Laura? Okay, so if you have an infant and a 2-year-old and you are nursing through the night, don't make it your goal to get up at 5:15. Now, if you do, that's your thing. But most people, that's not a realistic goal. So all you're doing is setting yourself up for failure. If you're getting up and you may have to nurse at 3:30 in the morning, why in the world would you want to get up at 4:20 when the alarm goes off? It's not good for you. So it's not a great goal. That doesn't mean you can't ever take a 5:15 a.m. class, but I would not be teaching 5:15 classes if I was nursing, right? Okay, so don't do that to yourself. If you know that you want to run a 10K, but you would have to get up and do it at 5 in the morning and you're nursing all night, not the season. Run the 10K next year when your kids are sleeping through the night. So you want to think about your life stage. I use that word a lot. Think about your life stage. Just because you may not be a 5:15 a.m. person right now doesn't mean you're never going to be. It just means it's not the season for you. Just like for me, I've had to give up my night classes. I love my night classes. I can't teach them right now. It's not the season for me. I've got a 5-year-old who is dreading kindergarten, who is exhausted at the end of the day already. I can't take him out to a class at 7 o'clock at night. I just can't do it. It's not right for our family. Does that mean I can't ever teach night classes again? No. When they're older, when I can leave them at home, if my husband's work schedule changes, any of these things would change the life stage. But I have to be kind to myself and set myself up for success. And I'll just keep using me as an example so you guys can see, but I wanted to run the Army 10 miler, but I didn't want to hurt myself or go crazy. So Tristan wrote my workout plan. I am the worst client ever. This is what I told her. Okay, I can only do 1 long run a week because I'm not going to work out on Sundays. That's my rest day. And the only day I don't teach is Friday. So that's the only day I can run. Oh, and I can run on Wednesdays, a short run, but it has to be short and it has to be something I can do in the morning because that's a lighter day for me. So like I gave her all these stipulations because that's where I am right now. And it's okay to do that with yourself. It's okay to say, right now, if I can get to 3 classes a week, I am cooking. I am doing great. That's okay. Don't feel like your schedule's never going to change. It will, it does, and you can adjust. Okay, that is my soapbox. I just see so many of us like wanting to do so much more than is really possible for where we are right now. Okay, before I go on to the fall schedule, I want to just share with you Christy's things because Christy is a great example of why we need to do strength training. So, Christy says she feels like an audience plant, but she wasn't. I didn't even know she was going to be on here. She said she ran 5 to 6 days a week with little strength training, but I talked her into adding strength training. That is not easy. It's not easy to give up a routine, but she did it. She does 3 to 4 days of strength training and 3 to 4 days of cardio, and she lost inches and weight. when she switched. And I do have before and after pictures I can show you, but putting that mix in there is so important. I know how hard it is to change your routine because I was a cardio junkie too. But when you do it, you push your body into a different zone and it's going to show you results. Our bodies are made to adapt. So if you've been doing this running thing for forever, it's time to give your body something new, something challenging. Okay, questions about workout routine. All right, so here's what I'm going to do for you amazing people. I am going to put here, because I am a visual person, so I like to see things. Maybe you're not, but for me it helps. All right, so I'm posting this for you and then we'll talk about it. So if you're kind of thinking about, you've got that workout page that I posted. So if you're kind of trying to figure out how is your workout going to look when school starts back, here's a couple things to keep in mind. We have some new fall classes based on your surveys. So the first ones, first of all, if you're an Arlington person, we're bringing back Stephanie's PiYo indoors. So we posted that. The biggest addition, in my opinion, is our 6 a.m. classes. So you want it early, but not as early as 5:15. So we will have Monday, Wednesday, Friday classes. That schedule is balanced for you. So you're going to have strength and toning, boot camp, cardio, Friday, PiYo. So you get both. So those are added. So you've got, if you're a 6 a.m.er or you feel like maybe you can't make it to the 5:15, there's a new option for you. And then some of you would really wanted a Saturday boot camp. So we're bringing in a Saturday boot camp at 8 o'clock. On Saturdays, you can bring your kids. It will be outside at South Run, inside if we have to, but we're hoping to keep it outside as long as possible. So those are a couple of our new things that I'm super excited about. So Saturdays you have options if you want to get up at 7, you have an 8, and now you have a 9. So lots of different things for you there. And then if you're also visual, I'm just going to go ahead and post, oops, nope. That's not what I wanted to post. I'm going to post the weekly graphic. That'll be our fall. Obviously, this does not start until the school starts. Oh, there's my cat. Okay, so you can see, cat butt, you can see that too. So if you are taking that workout planner that I posted and getting ready to sit down and get serious about what your workout routine is going to be when school starts, there you have all the information, all your new options. The little flyer just highlights the new stuff, and then I posted the weekly graphic that highlights all the new classes and locations. So that should give you a lot of new information. Okay, any questions? Oh, one more thing. Coming soon. The other thing you guys asked for. Here it is. Okay, so some of you have participated with me over the course of the last 6 months in some virtual nutrition, accountability, and workout groups. And some of you have asked, as we've moved through this routine, I really need that accountability picked back up in September. So, welcome to the routine reboot. I'm going to post the flyer so you can see. But it's going to be a 6-week group. Whether you've done one with me or not, you can jump into this one. But 6 weeks, we're going to have daily accountability in a Facebook group. That'll be with mini challenges, posting food journals, just really digging into that together. Once a week, I'll do a live Facebook chat just like this, focusing on a specific topic, typically around nutrition. We'll talk about, I'll give you tons of documents, tons of things to print, to use, and I will give you 12 weeks of virtual workouts you can use, as well as one new live workout a week. So that is coming. I am going to start that the Monday, like Labor Day week. So we get into the school, and then we'll get started like September, giving a routine reboot. So Christy's it. Awesome. I do not have that set up for you to purchase yet, but I'm going to make a note. So that when it is live and ready to be purchased, you will notice that it's going to be $50 But if you sign up before September 1st, I will give you a $10 discount. So you're going to get all of that. New workouts, daily accountability. I've been sketching out the topics, so we're going to kind of dig into various times of the day and how we can work through our nutrition goals that way. Lots of information. So you have a lot of options coming up for you to do. All right. The final thing is, if you are looking at your workout calendar and you're like, wow, you know what? I'm tier 2, but with these new classes or with my new schedule, I can take more classes. If you decide to bump up in your next month to take more classes, I will give you $10 off your first month, just because I want to focus on getting you in this awesome workout routine. So tons of things. So if you'd like to bump up, you just have to email me or message me on Facebook, and I can do that for you on Wellness Living and also credit your account $10. $10. Okay, questions about workout routines? All right, you guys are awesome. And if you have questions, you feel free to post them here, and I'll come back to them throughout the day tomorrow if you think of them. If you have more of a private question about your workout and you just want to message me, that's what I'm here for. This cat keeps getting on my computer. So just message me and I will work with you privately to make it something that works for you. All right? You guys are awesome. Have a good night. Bye-bye.